Is Nigeria and Nigerians ready for change? This is the question we will be answering in this new episode. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Oluchi, a mental health therapist and a health coach. In this video, we'll be discussing stages of change and how we can apply it to changing the situation in Nigeria. The first step to change is recognizing that there is a problem. And then the second step is understanding that the impact these issues have had on you or other people around you. The third step is envisioning what your life will look like in the absence of this problem. If this problem is to disappear today, what would my life look like? How would my life improve? And then the fourth step is then asking questions. How can I achieve this goal? What kind of action do I need to take in order to achieve this future that I am envisioning? When you have identified the problem, identify the impact of the problem, and also identify the future that you want, a different outcome that you want, then you start looking for how to actually get rid of this problem. And then you start looking inwardly. You need to look inwardly into yourself. What are the things I'm doing? What are the behaviors, the behavioral patterns that is contributing to this problem? How can I get rid of them? You need to look. That is why they say change starts with somebody within. It starts within. You need to look for a way to remove those obstacles, those behavioral patterns that is contributing to the behavior that you do not want to see or the results that you don't want to see. The situation, thinking about your own behavior. What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? What can I do differently? And then if it is things that contribute that has to do with skill, what kind of skill do I have or do I not have? The behavior, if I cannot change the behavior myself, who can I go to that will help me change this behavior? And then when you ask that question, you start seeking for help. You start looking for skills within you that will help you get rid of these things. And then start looking at what other skills am I lacking? What other skills do I need to pursue in order to get this? Those skills, who can help me get these skills? If you don't have the skills, if you cannot get the skills yourself, who can help me get these skills? Who can help me solve this problem? Who are my support system? And then before you begin change. That is why I think Nigeria is not ready. We are not ready. We are busy complaining. We can complain and complain and complain and complain, but we are not ready to take action. We are not ready to hold leaders accountable. When it is your brother, it's okay for your brother to be in power and steal money and embezzle money, and it's okay. You don't want to talk. If it is somebody related to you or this person has done anything before for you, you are okay for them to steal. Right? You're okay for them to do anything wrong and get away with it because they have done a favor for you, or you know them personally, or they are your brother or you're a relative. This is the problem. When you become loyal to people instead of loyal to justice, instead of loyal to what will improve society and community or lives, then you contribute to the circle of abuse. You contribute to the circle of abuse. So whatever that is going on in Nigeria today, we are all contributing, and we are not ready for change. When we are ready, lamenting will not solve the problem. We would demand, and we will stop praying and demand for accountability. And that means holding even your father, irrespective of who is involved, you will hold them accountable. Whether your father, your mother, your brother, your sister, your uncle, your relative, or people, your friends, people who have done, because if we are ready, we will look for a solution. We have the solution. We have everything we need, we can think of to be the best of the best in the world. But no, because we don't want to look inwardly. We think it's only the president that will make the change. No, it is everybody. It is everybody's responsibility to make Nigeria a better place. The Nigerian government and the leadership that we have in Nigeria rely on our silence to continue perpetrating the abuse that they are dishing out to the citizens. They rely on our silence. They rely on our belief, on our prayers, because they know prayers and church teaches you to endure. That is what church, religion does to you. It teaches you to endure. Keep taking abuse and abuse and abuse and abuse. That is why most abusers will ask you to go to church. When you start complaining, they will tell you, go to church, go and pray. But the solution is within. You don't need to look up on the sky for somebody somewhere sitting in the sky, imaginary being, to come down and save you. You need to take action. Nigeria is not ready. We are not ready. Christianity or a religion entirely, whether Muslim, Christian, any religion entirely, fuels our value system and our worldview. It contributes, it influences our worldviews and our belief system, our values. And that values is actually what fuels our actions. And that action is why we are complacent to what is going on in Nigeria. Religion is the what teaches you to endure and pray and keep begging for somebody that you do not know to come down and save you. And my question to you is, why have Nigeria not changed? You've been praying. You prayed. Your parents prayed. Your grandparents prayed. Your great-grandparents prayed. The generation before them prayed. And Nigeria has still not changed till today. I remember as a child growing up, in the morning, my parents will call us, we will sing, we will pray. Majority of our prayer points is, God, give us good leaders. God, change Nigeria. Up to today, if I still continue in that thinking pattern, that distorted thinking pattern, I will still be telling my children to keep praying, to pray for God to come and save them. No, it is time we change the things that we are doing, because the things that we have been doing is not serving us. If it is serving us, Nigeria will be the best in the world. It's not serving us. Prayer only teaches you to be a slave, to endure, to take any abuse that you can take. That is what prayer is doing to you. It's only taking away, giving you hope and distracting you from focusing on reality. And we need to focus on reality in order to get the kind of change that would benefit all of us.